And hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to another episode of
Honey, it's yours.
I found a stain on my hoodie.
I'm Danae.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Rianne.
And today we're coming to you with a more so lighthearted episode because we've been delving into some heavy, hot topics.
Hefty.
Dense. In my soul. So many journal prompts, so much work to be done and more to unpack. But for now, we're just going to do a lighthearted episode and we're going to do a couple of Am I the Asshole scenario questions. Yes!
I love these! Have you guys heard of this before?
No.
So basically, people put their life scenarios on Reddit and ask, like, am I the a-hole? And they ask the world to, read into their situation and see if they were the selfish one or if it was really the other person in the situation.
So we have two scenarios here, and they're both surrounding the topic of friendship and when relationships come into the mix and how to navigate that within their friendship, right? So this is going to be a lot for me to read, but we have a degree for something.
We will link the Reddit, the subreddits down below in case you guys want to tap in with your own comments.
And also put your comments in
our comments.
In the
we
comment
want to
section.
Yeah, put your comments in our comments.
I touched on something because we have a lot of fans out there.
You see us and you tell us you're a fan, but you don't act like a fan online. So how is that helpful? How do you want us to grow? How do you want us to thrive? What do you want from us? Huh?
Y'all be stopping us and be like, honey.
No, honey, nothing.
And then,
I don't see you in the comment section.
Engagement.
I don't see you in the like.
That's why I told y'all. I'm Trish. When on the story,
Yeah.
I be saying I'm Trish.
But in person, they be all up, honey.
Honey, it's yours.
It's just, instead of DMing us, just put it under the post.
It's true.
Say what you just.
You know what we're going to start doing? When y'all DM us, we're
gonna screenshot it. Yeah.
Screenshot and post
With
it.
the profile picture.
Profile picture and a tag.
Yeah.
In case they want you to.
And then you can decide if we are the a-holes.
Facts.
Anyways. Okay, am I the a-hole for walking out of a wedding I was part of and ruining the day? I dated my ex-boyfriend John, in quotation marks, fake name, for 4 years and got serious enough where we started planning for our future. Wedding, kids, etc. I thought we were pretty happy, but last year he dumped me pretty suddenly. I tried to figure out what went wrong, but he said it was personal and that I should respect his space. During this time, my best friend Stacy and her fiance Tom were my rocks, letting me crash at their place and just being overwhelmingly supportive and loving. When Stacy asked me to be her maid of honor, I thought it was no-brainer and happily took on the task. Fast forward to what happened this weekend, the morning of the wedding. Tom asked me to meet him for breakfast super early in the morning before all the festivities. I thought it was weird, but assumed he maybe wanted to pass something on to Stacy. What happened instead was that Tom let me know that a few days prior, Stacy admitted to him that she had had an affair with John, which was what led to my breakup. He said that Stacy wanted to come clean to start their marriage fresh, and that he was forgiving her to move forward. He had gone back and forth between telling me and finally decided to spill the beans. I guess he expected me to forgive Stacy too because the affair was so long ago. The opposite pretty much happened, and I just walked out of the wedding. It ended up causing a huge mess because I was basically running the whole show. Stacy made me do everything, so she didn't even know what was happening at certain times or who to call. Not only that, but everyone realized that the maid of honor wasn't there. She had headshots, bios of the party on her wedding page, and news of the affair eventually got out because her cousin knew John.
Who?
Stacy and Tom have both been slandering me online now.
Damn.
Saying that I ruined their once-in-a-lifetime moment. Some of their friends are on their side, saying that I should have handled the situation more privately and at least stuck out through the wedding since it was... Yeah, English. They didn't put no it. And at least stuck it out the wedding.
Stuck out the wedding since she should have stayed for the duration of the wedding.
Should have stayed so last minute. Okay, so I personally don't know what Tom expected, but either way, I've been getting bombarded with texts, and I heard Stacy has been so upset she's had to take time off of work, which does make me feel a little of an a-hole, especially since I've been ignoring her calls. Is she the a-hole for walking out the wedding?
Let's just start with a yes or no.
So much to
Yes
unpack.
or no?
No.
No.
I agree. No.
No.
I don't think she is. I would have done the same thing.
Yeah, I would have walked out.
Dear Stacey.
I don't know if I would have done the same thing, but she's not. I think I would have stayed for the sake of the wedding and then made my exit after the fact. But I don't think she's an a-hole for doing it before.
I wouldn't have left the way she left because she was the one that was running it. I would have made sure that there was someone else that knew what was going on, and I would have left because I'm not gonna stay at a wedding that I don't support.
I would have. So I wouldn't have made sure there was a person, but I would have made sure they had all the materials on the closest table. You know, all the numbers.
Schedule is
I would
printed
have
out.
a binder. So the binder would be available.
The binder would be on the table.
Right.
And then I'm skedaddling and I'm blocking you. Well, I'm not blocking you because, you know, I need to confront. That's not my style. But no, I wasn't staying either. I think that's mad. I think it's madness for them to be slandering you.
Yeah, I feel
Tom, why did you feel so bad?
The morning of the
They came to me the morning of the wedding.
And now was going back and
it was
slandering
in
me.
your heart too.
Well, you know, there was mad time. Like, there's a year or so that's passed before
4
this time.
years.
And also, Shorty,
Break
the
up
reason
and be
they
beating on
broke,
your couch.
the reason they broke up is because of the affair. Son, you didn't tell me this whole time. Get out of my face.
And the fact that it was Tom that told her and not
Stacey.
And
Stacey wanted to clear the air with you. What? No.
No,
Stacey's
Stacey
now-
wanted to clear the air with Tom because she didn't want to go into the
So
marriage
marriage.
with an
Yeah.
affair under her belt.
Not
She
with
didn't
the other
care
shorty.
about her.
Wow. And that's her
And
maid
that's
of
a maid of
honor.
honor. And she's so sick she took time off of
It
work.
gave guilt.
That's not my
It
concern.
gave retribution. Let me make this girl my maid of honor because I stole her man. And didn't even steal him for real because I slept with him.
That's
but
a
I'm getting married to
solid
somebody
point.
else.
Just to make
It
herself
was
feel
it definitely gave she was trying to fix herself because she felt bad.
Good point.
Let her sleep on the couch.
I've heard about that though. I've
Consoled
heard
her.
somebody saying like if they cheated, they wouldn't tell their spouse. They would deal with that internally. And I'm just like, that's giving selfish because you just don't want them to break up with you if you know that infidelity for them.
That's
is strong.
cold. Damn.
But how do we feel about that? I don't know. This Stacey and Tom could both kick.
Rocks.
Immediately.
Oh, that was me. Could both kick rocks.
For me,
And everything else in between.
yeah, infidelity is a big no.
It's a big no-no.
This
Before or after
Big-
the marriage.
I thought he was
breaker.
gonna tell her that he cheated on Stacey, but no, it's Stacey slept with
Her
her
ex.
ex. That's
her ex-man,
wild.
and that's why her ex-man broke up with her. And 4 years later, she getting married, and she done made an honor of it. I can't be friends with you.
No.
Why
should he have told her?
No!
That wasn't his business to tell. Tom should. Tom.
How does Tom
It's what he gained from that. What did he gain
Tom
from
and
that?
Stacey already forgive
His
each other, and
own
they're going through the marriage regardless. They already forgave each other and said, okay, you cheating on me is okay. Why you gotta now tell the friend?
He
The
should have
morning
told
of the-
Stacey.
You should tell your
You need to
friend.
tell your friend. Because
Before
that wasn't
the
even
wedding?
Tom's,
Who's your maid of honor?
Tom's
now?
tea to spill. That was not Tom's
That's
tea to
not
spill.
Tom's. Tom is messy. I'm not gonna lie
Tom
to you.
is super messy.
The morning of the wedding.
And then gonna turn around and bash
Bro,
on
Tom
IG.
wanted, I'm jacking, Tom wanted Shorty who wrote the Reddit.
No.
Probably.
Ooh.
You think so? Like a little flip flop?
Yes.
No.
Ooh, imagine if
Revenge.
Tom. No.
She was in their crib. You don't think they
Imagine.
probably said
Listen. Imagine if Tom wanted her to flip out at the wedding, so he wouldn't be the bad guy to flip out.
and ruin
What
the
if he
wedding.
didn't actually
ruin
want
the
to
wedding.
get
Get married.
Yes.
Oops.
And with the Shorty slept with your man. Mess up my wedding, please. I can't do it myself.
Right, exactly. That's what it looks like.
Well, Tom, you need to learn how to say no. You need to learn how to use your words, all of them, to express your feelings. Because if you can't, this marriage is already doomed.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
That's crazy.
But yeah, how do you feel about infidelity?
As a whole?
If you knew
As a house?
your friend's man is cheating on her.
Your friend's man.
So
Okay.
let's say Sarah's man is cheating on Sarah, and you know, we know.
We have concrete proof.
Okay, that's layers. We can do the 1, you think he's cheating. 2, he's definitely cheating.
Think he's cheating. There's nothing to say to Sarah because I don't know anything yet. I have to do my own investigation. That's why we have the 3 of us. I say I have something I need to bring to the table.
I don't know.
So, you know, it's gonna be like, so hypothetically, and then we're gonna be like, who you talking about? Alright, so cool. And then once we have enough, then we have to say, okay, is this something that? Well, I don't know. For me, I'm different because it depends. Oh no, this is gonna sound a little bad, but it depends. Do I know the man and do I have a relationship with the man outside of Sarah? Like if he and I are friends, like now, like Sarah and I are friends, they get together, I'm not condoning or allowing things to like be, but like I'm not gonna go straight to Sarah without me also having a conversation with him first. I want to know what it is, what it's about. Then I want to know like enough of details, because we all may have like Sarah, the guy DM'd Sarah that day and she was pissed at him, and she low-key went over here and like she didn't cheat on him, but in a way too that is low-key cheating depending on what you consider cheating. So if I know that Sarah every now and again might have got pissed and we have to tell her I'm coming to get you, as to not blow stuff up, I'm not going to blow things up if they don't need to be blown up quite yet, but I'm still going to encourage him to have that conversation with Sarah if we have a relationship. If I don't know that man,
well, I'm him cheating, not me.
No, I'm saying if he's the one that was in a situation that wasn't like full blown sex crazy, but there was something that happened.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go to him and I'm gonna ask him, and I'm gonna bring it back and I'm gonna convene and I'm gonna determine, is this something that I feel like we need to bring to Sarah? Is this something that we need to bring to him? And then depending on what happens for me and how I still feel about it, then I may bring it to Sarah.
It's true. There's a threshold, but I guess our prior conversations will have to make me determine a threshold, because just the full-blown sex is, maybe that's just the extreme, but there's a little
there's things that lead up.
I need to tell you about this, but I don't need to tell you about, okay, I saw you like somebody's stuff. That's not.
Well, I probably wouldn't tell you about one, but if we get to the point where we have 3, now it's something that's worth like,
there's
okay,
a file
there's a problem.
of evidence that can be brought against you at this point. If it's just 1, 2 little pieces, I feel like it's also like, it's one of those things, and I hate that it's like this, but like sometimes it's really not your business. Like, and I'm saying that and I'm hearing myself say it and I'm like, it's everybody's business. Please tell me. Like, but it's also like, I would feel so guilty uprooting somebody's whole existence. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's not to condone the cheating or say to keep doing it in quiet, but like, that's something that I would have to come to terms with multiple people and join the bandwagon. I am not leading that parade. Like, the guilt.
What if you saw him on a date with somebody else and they were
absolutely? You know what's crazy?
Holding hands, walking away.
You know what's crazy?
You're not gonna tell Sarah?
Shameless plug. Not so shameless. There's this game. It's called Love Is Blind. The game, right? And it's like Love Is Blind, but it's a game, so you get to make the choices, right? And in the game, I seen one of my friend's fiance's lips in next woman, and it was like, "What are you about to do?" So what did I do? I took a picture. I was like, click, took the picture. Then he's gonna walk up and be like, "Oh, let me explain. Let me see." I said, "I seen what I gotta see.
Yeah,
you gotta tell it to her now, and just know that if she asks me about it, I'm not. That's the thing.
Wait, so you wouldn't say anything unless she asks you about it?
No, they got time limit. No, you got all of the evening. If I don't get a call from her by tomorrow morning, I'm sure I got something to say. How was it? How was dinner last night?
What did you do yesterday?
What did you do?
There would be a little bit of pride just to see if she'd be willing to, or if she because
I don't know, man.
Maybe
if I had the picture right after I'm giving the guy 2.5.
The picture goes
right now.
I took a picture too.
I might even FaceTime and put him in the face right here. Here you go.
See, so I did that.
You know him, bro. You know him. Yo, Sarah wants to talk to you.
We did the whole FaceTime in the moment of, hold on, you know about this?
I'm asking.
Because I didn't.
No, but here's the thing, though. I feel like some girls will get mad at the cheating and then look at you and say, "You knew this whole time and didn't tell me."
Yeah, that's why I need.
But that's what I'm saying. My thing is exactly that's my thing. If
concrete,
you have to for me, I have to know that this is something before I bring it to you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bring you nothing.
I'm not
stirring the pot. Yeah. Exactly. I'm not gonna stir the pot for nothing.
But the thing is, what are those little tiny things though? Because certain tiny things might be big to you, but I'm like, oh, this is nothing, and you're like, oh, you know. I'm like, oh, that doesn't
and it's
mean
also
anything.
knowing your friend, right? Because
exactly.
And the nature of y'all's relationship. Certain things to me, like don't he dancing on somebody at a party? I do not care. Do not send that nonsense.
Don't send that to me.
Cause for what? Like, so you have to know your friend.
I like to know that if he's dancing on somebody, let me know. But like, who it is and like the extent
you wanna know
I don't really.
If it was a certain song, I felt like this was too much.
I feel like if
repeat offender.
Wait a minute. If Ashley sends me, if she has to tell me that my man was going crazy at a party, I know he was disgusting because I don't care.
But if I had to say something
there's a line of raunchiness that you can just not cross.
That's what I'm saying. If you have to say something, there's an issue.
Right.
So.
You want to play the evidence?
No.
You want to play the evidence?
Floor touching? I'm just gonna get if there was floor touching, right? Not floor touching on that way, but the man was floor touching, and
the infamous picture from
one.
my party.
Come on, and we have video evidence.
But
the picture and video.
Let's say he was by himself.
No, what if she was in a relationship
and she under? God forbid.
No, it don't matter. Either over. If she's in a relationship and not with him,
That's too much.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That was the party.
If any of them were cuffed, that would be a problem.
That would.
I don't have to be a problem.
I would
report.
report.
I would report. No, I would send a video.
Report commission.
Let me just shut up.
Go ahead.
I'm be like, what happened? I'm like, you supposed to
worried about this scenario.
How was your okay.
How was your night?
Oh, why you didn't come to the party last night? I missed you at the party. It's me, it's my party. I missed you at the party. Oh, your spouse told you what there was. Your partner told you what happened at the party last night.
I heard that he had a great time. What happened?
You don't know?
No. What happened?
Go ask him. Let me know what he tell you today.
And then if she come back and says that he said nothing,
boom.
Okay.
Finish.
Boom.
That's what I'm saying. I'm always gonna give you an opportunity to fix and handle your mess yourself. But you have a timeline designated by me. And the reason it's designated by me is because you're not about to be stressing me out over my friendship with Shorty because of your behavior.
Right.
Forget you.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
Yeah. Oh.
It also gets wishy-washy. Kind of like what you were saying earlier, where it's like when you have like spread loyalties in the situation, like you know the person, you know their partner, and it's like now it's becoming like taking sides type thing. Because I know if the cheater saw you see them first, they're gonna be like, yo, bro, hold it down for me.
Help! No.
And then the other side is like, oh, you feel me? If you see something, say something. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, because I won't, in my naivete as a child, because I wanted to be so down with some of my male friends, I would see what they were doing, and I wouldn't say nothing to the girl. But that's also because this is a friend of mine who's a guy. And you know, like you were saying, some women will feel a type of way, especially given the nature of our friendship, where it's been a question before of like,
trying to get
you know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's not even close to what it is. And like, that's not how I'm trying to come up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now it becomes, is it even worth it at this point?
So I think with that, like using the words that you use when you're like, hold it down. If that's the mentality as the male that you're coming to me with, no. Right? I think like there's a difference. Because saying hold it down is like, I'm 100% wrong. Sure,
I
know I'm
doing something.
I don't want you to say anything. Versus like, I fell into this and like,
help me.
Damn. Or like,
help
even
me fix this.
Like, as soon as you come to me with that, it doesn't matter what the nature of our friendship is at all. Because it's like, you know for a fact, and now you're trying to put me in you're asking me
to betray
now
my friendship.
Exactly. Yeah. Allow me to determine how I want to move within my friendship for myself. So like taking it out of, still in a relationship, I guess, but out of like the framework of that. I did have a situation before when I was friends with both, and they were both deciding whether they wanted to stay in the relationship. So I'm not really having the conversation. I'm hearing both of them, and I'm like, yeah, I understand. Like, you need to do what's best for you. Same thing, you need to do what's best for you. And it's like, well, you know, he was thinking about leaving, and you didn't tell me. I said, but you were thinking about leaving too.
But also, so
I'm supposed to tell you that he was thinking about leaving.
I'm just here.
Here's the thing.
That's different.
So I have.
Now you're putting me in your relationship for no reason.
I have situations where I am friends with both people, and they're like dating, and I just tell them from the beginning, do not ask me to play sides, do not ask me to interfere, do not ask me to communicate on your side, nothing. You both of y'all's friends, don't ask me what he said about this situation, don't ask me what she said about this situation, leave me out of it entirely. That's not,
That's why I don't like friends of friends. For me personally, I don't like going after friends of friends, and I don't like when my friends start dating my friends.
Mixing circles.
Oh, Jesus, no.
I don't mind it. I just think like that has to stay. Like understand that like you and I have conversations the same way you and I had conversations before where other people may have come up and you're expecting me to hold that in confidence. It's gonna be the same thing on both sides. And anything that I'm inputting into that is not based off of what technically it may be, but it's not because Ashley and I spoke about this and now I'm talking to you, so I'm telling you what Ashley said. It's my opinion based off of the
facts.
The facts and the evidence that I have in the situation. And I'm gonna make sure still I'm not gonna be like, well, Ashley told me. I'm just be like, I know based on how you acting and the information you gave me, and it's not gonna work. But yeah, I just wanted to.
She's not an asshole.
Yes. I want to circle back though because we did in a few episodes ago talk about how we are not cool with someone coming to us as a woman. So now, how does that tie into this?
Is that I was in the band? What?
I don't remember.
Yes.
But I remember we had the conversation. I remember we had the conversation of coming to you as a woman. So now let's put it in. Let's say, because like in her situation, right? She's friends. They're best friends. Mm-hmm. What happens now if you have a stranger coming to you to let you know, hey, because you know, like let's say I'm gonna do a lot of scenarios, right? Some people like to publish their lives online, right? Some people have an audience. So now your audience may observe something that you don't see. For instance, my person lives in a whole other state. Some of his friends, some of his circle has followed my page. They watch me. So for like, my question is, where do we no longer, how do I want to say? You want to take everything with a grain of salt, right? But you believe your friends more, right?
The salt is salty.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. For me, if anybody that feels comfortable to swipe up on my story or my life, go into my DM to tell me anything about you, I need to ask you why they feel so comfortable to come to me. And if anything, I'm directly giving it to you. Look,
screenshot. Why is she saying this?
Why she feel comfortable to come to me? Why she in my DMs? What is this?
She lying though when it comes to
oh my God, she crazy. Don't give me this, she crazy.
Because you know, because now it goes to what you were saying before, where it's like, don't believe that. That's a lie.
I want to trust you, but how can we deal with this? How can we make how can we make our relationship safer for me? Because right now, this is I don't feel safe. I don't feel the security in my relationship with you.
So going specifically to the coming as a woman thing, what we spoke about in that episode, and if y'all didn't watch it, go back and watch it. But it was us saying we don't like that phrase because of everything that comes around that phrase. So we don't have an issue. Well, we collectively, this is whatever, we have our own opinions, but we're pretty much like, it's not an issue if somebody wants to come to you with something, but don't come to me with something saying I'm coming to you as a woman, because as a woman I don't want to hear shit you have to say. Right. If you want to just come to me and tell me what like, it is. I'm MTA. If you see something, say something, right? Tell a police officer or MTA in New York City transit worker. You can do that. But like, I just feel like I'm gonna bring it to him, and I'm gonna use my discernment. Exactly, because there's some listening spirits out there that want to destruct happy homes. Yeah,
for no reason.
But then also, how do we let this spirit enter into our home?
You have to open the door.
But then also, there are some genuine people who those are the only. Like, I had talking to another friend yesterday, and she had to tell me a situation how she had to reach out to another woman and tell her something that she knows for a fact because it impacted her, and she knew that the man involved was not going to do it, right? So like, but it's still the approach in which you're like, hey, I'm sorry I have to come tell you this. I just want you to know, do with it as you may. You wish, right? But I think it's a little bit of everything. Like, one, seeing it for yourself, choosing, are you gonna, like, having the discernment, are you sharing this with your partner? Are you keeping it? Are you sharing it with your girls first? What is, how real and tangible do we feel like this is for us to deal with, and in what ways? Because friends are not as easy to forgive than you are, right? So you have to really choose. I ain't forgiving. Who, not anytime. Who and who you're gonna consult with when you have a situation.
Forgiveness episode.
Because once you go to your friends for as a consigliere, right? Come on, and they give you some advice, and you don't go and do that advice, and you come back and you're repeating the cycle. You gonna go back to that same friend? I don't even think it's about the advice. Or even when now you done forgive the person, they see that now the person is walking smiling in your face. You guys are living in joy, and I'm looking at like. There's that part.
Especially when it ends up being like, I hate the situations where it ends up being that person that the guy is cheating with. That should be.
Wait, I missed that person.
The person,
like the person who comes to you as a woman, ends up like being the person who's been like messing with your man the whole time.
Like he's talking to me.
The mistress.
I was just, he's talking to me, so it was like, okay. I just feel like you bold.
Or like I need evidence. Like if if she's sitting here like telling you, oh, I seen him with this, done this, whatever, but no like real proof that anything has happened, but it ends up being her at the end of the day.
See, that's not gonna work for me because like you're gonna have to come to me with the receipts and the evidence of you. See anybody that will swipe up on me, I'm a come in with open arms. You wanna have a conversation? Let's have a conversation. I'm not gonna say nothing like this. You know what to do? I need you to give me everything you know.
Story time.
I need you to give me everything you know, and thank you so much for sharing. Whatever. Now I'm closing the door on you. Whatever. Now it's in-house.
It's an in-house
You know what it is?
situation.
Shorty be
In-house
bold.
HR.
That's what it is. First of all, that's whack. What you said, that's whack.
But girls do
Oh,
that.
no. Is you came to
You
me,
the one
come
that
to me
was
with your
You
chest.
were the one that was the mistress.
That's whack.
Oh, I just wanted to let you know your man is out here with somebody.
Who?
The somebody is you.
That's like when the boyfriend murdered the girlfriends, but then they say it wasn't me.
Yeah, wow.
What's your story?
Well, you were gonna say you.
I just thought I did.
Story time.
Mr.
What?
Wow.
Sheesh.
I never told you this.
I'll bleep it.
Guinness.
No, you just said the name.
Yeah, I
Mr.
figured you were gonna
Cuffy.
just bleep it.
Okay.
You don't have to
His name
either.
Actually, Mr. had a nickname.
Okay. 2 more bleeps.
So his name. That's his name.
Government last
That's
name.
his government last name.
Oh.
Go ahead.
It's a lot of them.
That is
Anybody
true.
gonna know who it was.
No, I'm bleeping that.
But yeah, no, there was a situation where Shorty,
Federale. Matt Federale.
Shorty from after his
I'm bleeping that too.
Shorty was in this is still Facebook era.
Oh, this is long time.
It's before when I went to Israel.
Mm-hmm.
I remember like Shorty was really messaging me and I said, Shorty, I don't have time for someone to get on a flight for Israel. Like, so she was in my DMs because they had a thing. Sorry, because he's him and he just has no respect for anybody or me, and it's fine. But that's the girl who had like the matching ring tattoo with him. So obviously I already know who you are because
yeah,
you have
some significance.
I'm like, I come to your house today and I'm like, what's this, right? Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just a whole situation and she was really on my phone trying to make it this whole thing. Shorty, she's pregnant. All these things are happening.
When she was telling you about their relationship, or what was her intention? What was she trying to say? That's my man, get away? Or
First, she was saying that he
your
was
man
talking
is
to
your man.
She was saying he was talking to somebody else, saying that it's not my man. I'm like, it's not my man. You're correct. That's not my man. I don't jack him. We're not like
Together.
official. And then so it was that. Like the whole somebody's talking to him, not wanting to make it seem like it was her. Then eventually I'm like, I know it's you, Shorty. Like let's just talk about it. And then there was this whole thing, and she's like, that's not your man, and he doesn't want you, and he's with me. And I was like, I was at his house 2 days ago before he left for Israel. Like I know who you are. Like this is perfectly fine. I'm not doing this with you. I'm in a different time zone. Like please remove yourself.
I'm in a
situation.
different time zone.
It was just really messy.
That'd be the one.
I would never forget that white girl.
He's not cheating on me.
And she's
He's
cheating
on you. I've been here before, during, and after you.
Sorry.
But we're also in a different point in our life, and we don't deal with that toxic energy at all. But
No, ma'am.
yeah,
No, ma'am.
Girl.
End of the era.
I feel like I still have. Let's see if I can find.
No.
something.
End of the era. No, let's
I
put
think
it
it's
down.
on to the next scenario. In conclusion, you are not
Not
an a-hole.
yeah, you're not an a-hole.
You should have left the wedding, sis.
And both Tom and Stacey is wildin'.
Dude.
Oh,
Tom find
okay.
her.
You should have found Tom.
In
I thought
conclusion,
they put the age,
Oh,
but
okay.
the new one has the age. Okay. New scenario. Okay. Am I the asshole for breaking my promise to my best friend by having a boyfriend?
What?
I, 24-year-old female, have been best friends with 24 female Rosie, fake name, since we were like 10. We are both kind of introverts and had a lot of fun together. We were pretty inseparable schoolmates from elementary to college. We are also both no boyfriend since birth. Our college friends often call us Virgin Marys, but we didn't give a shit. Now that we're both grown up adults, the talk about settling down and having a family is being brought up now to our friend group. But it was always the same sentiment for Rosie and I, that we don't see ourselves having men. We're both straight females, but I don't know where's this story going? Hold on.
They were supposed to be together.
It's giving this something together. We're both straight females, but I don't know. The idea of getting together with a man was not an idea we both entertained since then. We would always joke around that we'll just get rich and live and grow together with our cats. This is always brought up whenever family members from our families ask why we don't have a man. Our families are close and always hang out. Rosie would always tag me in Facebook posts about single women living together in a mansion. Now this year, she's been assigned to a different state for her job. She said that the place had bad signal, so it became difficult for us to communicate online. She got really busy as well and didn't find time to update each other anymore. This was also the time that I met Josh, cousin's new friend. Josh is a funny and caring guy, completely opposite to my shy personality. We've hit it off right away and been officially together for 2 months now. I wanted to share this exciting news to Rosie when I started dating Josh, so I texted her about it, which was just delivered and never read. Now she went back this week and was appalled when she read all my texts about Josh. She came to me and said I was a traitor. She said I broke our promise about never getting a man. I asked if she was drunk. Now she me.
Rosie, bro.
Now I'm toilet searching. Are you drunk?
Oh my god.
I asked her if she was drunk because I believe we were just joking about that stuff. Apparently she was serious about it. I asked my older sister.
This is getting
She said,
gotta be.
and she said that promises must be really serious for Rosie. But even she found it ridiculous. Rosie now stopped talking to me. She blocked me on all communications and refused to talk. Am I the a-hole? Oh, update to the edit. So she unblocked me on Messenger and sent me a message. I asked her to talk face to face or at least through call, but she said she was not comfortable. I said sorry about not being on the same page as her and for thinking that this promise when we were young was not serious. It was a long message from her, which is all about being sorry for calling me a traitor, but I can't force her to bond with my boyfriend because that's not her thing, and that I can't go to her if I get my heart broken because of him. I'm quite shocked with her quite aggressive tone when I didn't even bring him up in this conversation. I didn't reply, but I don't know what to say anymore. I'm sad because I already imagined hanging out with her and my boyfriend, but I guess this is not gonna happen soon or ever.
This
I
is
don't know.
weird,
Baby!
This is so weird.
Nah.
First of all, this sounds like some Amish town story.
Bro.
So is she the a-hole for getting a boyfriend?
Yes.
Please, I need to answer that.
Ciao.
Go do what you want, bro.
Ciao, bye.
First of all, Rosie is in love.
With her friend.
Rosie is in love, bro.
For sure.
I don't even think Rosie's in love with her, like, romantically. I think it was just a strong platonic love that was, like, immovable. That was, like, one thing in her life that just wouldn't change. And now Shorty got mine.
Also, why would you guys agree to that? What's wrong with that?
I've done that.
No, it's like, so, and like, there have been people like, oh, if we're not married by 35, we're gonna marry each other.
Yeah,
Ha ha ha.
friendship pact. But it's a joke.
You
So we
turn
both know
34,
we try to get
we're not
married.
doing that next month, right? Just making sure.
Bro,
Like,
Rosie is
blocking.
sick.
Also, the friend left her. I mean, right.
Yeah,
So,
Rosie did move away.
What was she supposed to do? Wait for you? Girl, please.
She moved away and had no
But
connection.
so it makes me think of two things, and they're very different. So the first thing it makes me think of is 30 Minutes with the Perrys. I like that podcast. Y'all can watch it. I think it's the first episode of the podcast when they're talking about friendships and how sometimes we use friendships to fill romantic voids in our life, and how technically that's unhealthy in certain ways. Depending on what you're doing, it could actually be like not biblical. So that's a very interesting thing to go and listen to if y'all want to get into it. Cause it's like,
Yeah, because as I'm reading this, and mind you, I'm reading this for the same dramatic effect as everybody else. I didn't read these before. But as I'm reading this, I'm like, yo, Rosie, they like each other. And I'm like, wait a minute, hold on.
It's like that hater
They
friend.
don't like each other. They just real close friends. They grew up together, so they like this. But for her to say that you can't get a man and she's not gonna be there while her man, in case the man break her heart,
That's wicked.
That's wicked.
In game, she's tainted now.
After all this
but
time,
then
But
on the
she's
flip
so
side, it
mad.
makes me feel and think about Scandal. I don't know if y'all watch Scandal, but the episode right before when Olivia got kidnapped, and the person across the hall, her neighbor across the hall that used to have a spare key, was actually in a romantic relationship. So like, when Olivia got kidnapped, they put her in the apartment across the street, across the hall. They killed the lady who was
the old lady, yeah.
And her friend kept coming back. She's like, I'm calling her every day, and she's
Yeah.
not answering. She's
And
not
her being
answering.
her lover.
And it was her
her
lover,
lover.
but they grew up back in the day where you couldn't be like lesbian and out, and they were like childhood friends growing up to be lovers. So I'm like, it could be, she could have really been in love with her.
It just wasn't really accepted for real. Damn.
That's why she's like, don't come to me, because she don't want to hear about you loving
said
nobody else
that.
but me.
That hole's been touched.
This is so messy
I don't
though.
want that hole.
And who wrote this? Did she put her name?
No, it's anonymous.
She didn't put a fake name for herself?
No,
No,
it's
they
just
didn't either.
Blink and Rosie. You can call them Carla and Rosie.
Well, Carla, baby, leave Rosie right where she at. You don't need no parts of Rosie.
And hopefully you have a great relationship with Josh because
Yeah,
damn.
he seems like a great guy.
Right.
Funny, caring guy, and
So
completely
wholesome.
opposite. You're a shy personality.
Yeah, he's
Go have fun.
completely
You're
you.
24.
That's the other thing.
First
Like,
boyfriend.
where do these people live in America? Right? Because I just feel like certain things aren't certain problems in different places in the country. It's like that's when I watch Love Is Blind, I always watch what kind of questions they ask and what the responses are. Because certain places in the country respond to certain things differently based on what's important to them in that place.
What
And I
about
just
Milton
think so.
studying
so.
rocks for a
Whatnot.
living? Or what's her face, Lydia?
Oh my god!
Let's go
Oh
to
my
Rocky.
god! Oh my god!
Oh my god.
They're not together. I
God.
heard.
They broke
Milton
up.
and
They
Lydia?
don't live together.
He's in school on the other side of the
He's
He's
country.
in LA. I don't even think he's in school. There's someone
He was
said
supposed to
that
get
he's
his
in school.
doctorate, no?
Yeah, one is in LA, one is living somewhere else.
Mm.
They don't give me.
Listen, I mind my business because
That's
I'm not
facts.
in no relationship
Milton.
and they not famous.
Like I said, you could just go ahead and get that app and you have your own Love Is Blind
Please.
experience. It's very immersive. It is very conflicting because now you have to make a choice and you don't know what these men look like. Then you see the man and you realize the man you didn't choose. Let me just stop.
None of the men in that season looked good though.
No, it's not.
They didn't.
None of the black
All of
men.
them. Especially Uche. with his-
Especially him.
That man could
I don't know what
actually
to talk
rock.
about. Sorry.
That
he's
was not
horrible.
godly.
Whole world.
No, not
He's
godly at all.
horrible. He was
But-
a gaslighter. I mean, he works at BP.
She gaslighted too.
Rosie?
Rosie's. I think Rosie like her.
I
Rosie
think so
likes her.
too. I think Rosie was really hoping that one day it would work out, and it just
Cyrus thing.
never did, you know?
Sorry to Rosie, but you're not an ear hole for
Yeah, you're not.
breaking a promise that you didn't even know was a
It
promise.
was a promise for, because it wasn't even said that y'all had like a
A pact.
full contracts, you know, when you with
But
the
even
markers.
that though,
Even
even
still.
that, like you guys are kids. How you make a promise when you guys are kids and try to keep it up?
Keep that maintained and
Especially
act
if
like
y'all
it's
never-
all serious.
Especially if y'all never revisited the promise.
And
Yeah.
y'all never like had boyfriends before.
It was very much just
This is their
because.
first.
Because I promise you, if Rosie got a boyfriend first, it would have been all fine.
For all we know, Rosie bad connection was mine.
Mm.
Well, now you're breaking promises because the man over there that you had bad connection for broke your heart, maybe. Okay.